What is up, guys? It's Miguel here, and in today's episode we are going to be talking about the path to redemption in 2022. To find the path to redemption in 2022, first thing we have to do is to define what is redemption. Here we are going to see what is the definition of redemption by Google. So I'm reading here. Google definition is the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. Okay, so let's face it, guys. All of us have made decisions that weren't the best ones. We have made mistakes. It's normal. We are humans. There's nothing to do about it. But we can find redemption in 2022. So I'm going to be giving you 3 steps you can take right now to find redemption in your own life for this year. So let's jump into it. First step you are going to do is you are going to identify what makes you regretful. You are going to accept it. But how do you exactly do this? So I want you to, maybe you want to write down that, or you just want to sit down and stare at your wall and start thinking, what is making me regretful now? And if you have a present in your mind, what you are going to do is, I want you to think, why did you do that in the past? Why did you choose to do that? And from that, you can understand that you are not the same person anymore. So by that time, it seemed like the best option you had. Right now, with your experience and with all the time that have happened, you now know that it wasn't the best thing to do. So I want you to look at that, accept it, because you are not the same person anymore. There is probably not much you can do now to heal that damage. And if there is, I want you to do it as soon as possible. But that is step number 2. Okay, so as you know what makes you regretful, I want you to plan something to make up for the things you damaged in the past with your actions. So you may have done many things, but I want you to make a plan to make up for that. Step number 2, you are going to look for actions you can take from now to start healing that damage you have made. So this step is easy. Let's say you used to steal when you were, I don't know, when you weren't as conscious as you are now. You used to steal. So the thing you can do is you can be completely the opposite, which will be being a giver, not a taker but a giver. So what you do is you give money, you give food, you give whatever you want, you give. That is pretty much the exact opposite of what is stealing or taking. And if there is nothing similar to that, I just want you doing good stuff, right actions, and that is going to make you feel better. And in some form or another, it will start not only making you feel better with yourself, but you are going to be changing a lot of lives. The damage you made in the past has to become quite little compared to the positive impact you are having now. That's the purpose of the second step. So we are now in step number 3, and here's what we are going to do. So it says keep going with the good actions and do as little bad actions as you can. So here's the thing, guys. As you keep going, doing good stuff for people, helping and having a huge positive impact in people's life, here's what's going to happen. You are going to find yourself being a better person. You will be satisfied with what you have done. You will have this sensation of fulfillment. And this is on, guys. When you get to this point, all you have to do is keep going. Keep going with the good actions. Don't relax. Just keep going being a good person and do as little bad actions as you can. Here's the thing, if you want to find redemption in 2022, what you have to do is, if you have the consciousness to say what you were doing wrong in the past, now you can change things. And as you change those things, you are going to become a better person. What things am I talking about, you may ask? I'm talking about the things you regret, the things you talked about in the first step. If you have them clear, you know what are your weak points. Once you know that, you know what to work on. So when you're working every day on that, this courage, my friend. When you detect something you don't like about yourself, you attack that part about yourself and you change with courage. It takes courage to do that. But that's why we are here in this community, because we want to be courageous to do the stuff no one wants to do. Because if we do that, we will become a better world. So those were the 3 steps to find redemption this year. Hopefully this was helpful to you. I want you to take this seriously. Do the 3 steps I talked to you. I have nothing else to say. So follow all the 3 steps and comment the results in the comments box below. If you like this video, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe, and remember, fortune favors the bold.